The encounter with the walking mountain, the elephant. I didn't see it at first. I felt it. It was a dull vibration beneath the soles of my feet, a deep pulse emanating from the earth itself, as if the continent's heart were pumping just beneath the surface layer of dust and roots. The air, heavy and hot, carried the scent of crushed greenery, damp bark, and something else, a dry, mineral aroma, like river stones under the sun. Then the acacias parted. Not violently, but with majestic resignation. And there it emerged. It wasn't just an animal, it was an event. Its skin wasn't simply gray. In the slanting light of the afternoon, it was an atlas of life, cracks and furrows containing violet shadows, white scars as fine as silver threads, testimonies of thorns and ancient disputes, and patches of tender pink behind its ears and at the base of its trunk. It was a living geography. It moved with a gait that was pure physics transformed into grace, a slow, monumental sway, where each step seemed a deliberate decision, the careful placement of a pillar of flesh and blood. But its soul, I'm sure, resides in its trunk. Oh, that trunk! It is the most versatile instrument in creation. I saw it in action. First, coiled with paternal strength around the calf's ankle, guiding it. Then, freed, it rose like a sensitive serpent, feeling the air, reading invisible messages. The scent of water, the presence of others, our distant trail. Afterward, it sought food. It wasn't a sudden start. It was an act of botanical surgery. It encircled a thin acacia branch with two incredibly dexterous fingers, snapped it with a dry sound that echoed in the silence, and then, with a movement that was almost mime, brought it to its mouth. Later, in the pond, it transformed into a siphon, a hose, a shower. He sucked in the water with a deep, satisfying sound, then curved it into an arc and poured it into the dark cavern of his mouth. The finale was a gesture of pure joy. He inhaled the fresh, brown and cold mud, and with a whip-like motion, smacked it across his back and head. A glorious splash. It was his armor, his sunscreen, his mosquito repellent. His feast. He is an architect of the landscape. He eats grasses, roots, bark, fruit. He fells some trees to reach the tenderest canopies, and in doing so, unknowingly creates clearings where the light enters, allowing new pastures to grow for antelopes and zebras. His shadow. Yes, he is in grave danger. The longest shadow cast upon him is that of man, with his rifles and his greed for ivory. Every elephant that walks free carries the weight of being a survivor, a witness to a world that is fading away. At this very moment as we speak, he is gently leaning against the solid trunk of a baobab, that tree that seems to grow upside down. The cub sleeps, lying back, beneath the protective arch of its belly. The other members of the pack, females and sisters, form a still, breathing circle around him. One, the matriarch, older than any tree in sight, holds her trunk raised, motionless, sampling the night wind. She keeps watch. They rest. They are an island of tranquility in the whispering night. The apparition of the yellow dream, the giraffe. After the elephant, with its earthly sounds, came silence. And from that silence, as if materializing from the heat that made the air tremble, she emerged. She wasn't an animal. She was an apparition. First, there was a flash of yellow amidst the grayish green of the treetops. Then, the impossible profile, a neck that rose toward the sky like the mast of a sailboat sailing on a sea of grass. She moved with a hypnotic slowness. Her legs, incredibly long and slender, crossed with an elegance that defied gravity, as if each step were a studied ballet movement. Her coat, it isn't simply spotted. It's a golden tapestry dotted with the shadow of acacia leaves. Each individual has a unique pattern like our fingerprints. Up close, you can see that the hair is short and velvety, and that from each spot emerges a small dark tuft. I watched her eat. It's a ritual of extreme precision. She approached a thorny acacia without the slightest hesitation. Her lips, thick and supple like rubber, wrapped around the twigs. Her tongue, long, muscular, and a striking blue-black, an adaptation to avoid sunburn, emerged and skillfully circled the leaves, avoiding each needle-sharp thorn. She tugged gently, and the faint sound of the foliage being plucked could be heard. She chewed with absolute placidity, gazing at the horizon with her large, dark eyes, protected by eyelashes any maiden would envy. There was a profound peace about her, a serenity of one who lives in a higher dimension, literally far removed from the conflicts of the earth. Her diet, she is a pruner of the heights. She feeds almost exclusively on tree leaves, especially acacias. She competes only with the wind and the sun for this feast. Her threat, her world is shrinking. The fragmentation of the savanna, the enclosures and poaching for their meat, hides and tails, have made their once common silhouettes increasingly rare and precious on the horizon. At this very moment as we speak, the herd has dispersed somewhat under the full moon. Our giraffe is near a solitary tree. It rests but doesn't lie down. It sleeps standing up in brief, light slumbers, its neck resting on a tree branch as if it were a natural pillow. Its breathing is barely a whisper. From time to time, an ear twitches like a radar, picking up the buzz of an insect or the distant call of a hyena. It is a figure of monumental stillness, a sleepy watchtower beneath the blanket of stars. The guardian of the Stone Age, the rhinoceros. This encounter was different. There was no elegance, no dreamlike grace. There was only pure presence. You smelled it before. A scent of large beast, of disturbed earth, of old dung and digested grass. A primal, essential smell. And then, in a clearing of low scrub, there it was. It didn't look like an animal from our time. It looked like a relic. It was a block of compact energy, a living fortress. Its hide didn't have the softness of an elephant or the velvet of a giraffe. It was armor of thick plates, deeply folded at the shoulders and legs, like the breastplate of an ancient warrior or the bark of a petrified tree. Above its powerful snout, the horn curved skyward, not as an ornament but as a tool. A spade for digging roots, a battering ram for territorial disputes, a symbol of its terrible power. Its eyes, small and deep like black wells, stared at me expressionlessly. There was no fear or anger, only an ancient judgment, a consciousness that processed the world in simple terms. Friend, foe, or irrelevant. It moved with a heaviness that was pure, contained power. Each footstep left a deep imprint in the dry earth, a perfect mold of its weight. It passed close by us, completely ignoring us, and headed toward a patch of short grass. There, it lowered its enormous head. It has no upper incisors. It uses its wide, prehensile lip to pluck the grass, which it then grinds with its powerful molars. It ate with methodical determination like a grazing machine. Its diet? It is a lawnmower of the savanna. It feeds almost exclusively on short grass, keeping the grasslands open. Its beak-like lip is perfect for this task. Its cross. It is perhaps the most tragic of all. Its horn, made of keratin, like our fingernails, is coveted to the point of madness by myths and black markets. This has brought it to the very brink of extinction. Every rhinoceros that survives is a miracle of resilience and often of desperate armed defense. At this very moment as we speak, it is not eating. It has found a patch of loose, dusty earth. It has rolled in it, coating its armor with a layer of fine dust that will act as sunscreen and antiparasitic. Now it is still, absolutely motionless, blending into the landscape like just another rock. On its broad back, a pair of oxpeckers hop, pecking among the folds of its skin, ridding it of ticks and larvae. It is a perfect symbiosis, a silent pact millions of years old. The rhinoceros closes its small eyes. It sleeps. Its breathing is a deep, rhythmic snort, the sound of an ancient forge still in operation. The fire has dwindled to crimson embers. Listen, the distant trumpet of an elephant, a sound that travels for miles through the night. It is the voice of the savanna. Today we witnessed three realms: the realm of earth and memory, the elephant; the realm of heights and grace, the giraffe; and the realm of stony resilience, the rhinoceros. Each, in its own way, sustains the delicate balance of this world. And our duty as explorers is not only to marvel, but to remember and share that their simple, miraculous existence is the heartbeat of a planet still alive. Tomorrow we will walk toward the stream. But for now, let these giants fill our dreams.